So our relationship is just beyond repair. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm over with this. This is just done, right? I have other things to focus on. I'm busy. This is just consuming my energy. And that's what they said. That's the energy or the vibe this person was projecting. Okay? Like, I don't know what else you want from me. Good try. Good attempt. So that was an attempt. That was an attempt to detach. That was an attempt to, take over with this sense of control. Okay. That's what the plan was, whether it was like subconscious or that's something that they tried to do. But it didn't go as planned. I don't feel like it went as planned. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to HannLavie Tarot. Okay. And let's take a look and see what's happening. But they definitely tried. They definitely tried to detach. They tried to release the connection, whether it was via actions or words, things like that, okay? So we have the Magician. Yeah. So the Magician, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Strength card. Oh, look at that. The Eight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, the Moon, the Nine of Cups, and the Empress, of course. Definitely tried. It was an attempt. Okay, I tried to get mad at something and release us, and let's see how Spirit wants to deliver this message here and what route is it going to take us in. The Magician, right? The lovely Magician showing up in a very powerful way, right? It was the first energy that came out, which is the illusion of control, the illusion of like, I'm the one, driving this connection. So this is someone here that stepped in and they're just like, yeah, I'm usually the leader in relationships. Normally, like, I have everything down pack. I know the tools and the maneuver. I just know how to move with things. In the past, maybe they were so used to things going their way, right? And we definitely applaud this person for that. But in life, we meet different types of bosses. We meet different types of people in this world, right? We definitely want to experience, and this person ran into someone very different, a different type of vibe here. Okay, so, when it comes to their experience and when it comes to what they feel at this time, they tried. They tried. Okay, and it's like they kept on watching you. You know what this person noticed, which I'm actually picking up on? They noticed that you're just like them in a sense. Like you're their like reflection. Like you're somebody that could see through them. You're different. Okay? It's like they started to see themselves in you. Like, oh wow, you're not easily either, huh? You're not easily moved either. And you're like, yeah, no. Right? No, not really. And with you and your experience, like, I feel like you saw right through it. At some point, you picked up on it. And you sat back and it's like your intuition immediately called it out. Like, look at how this person is handling this. That's interesting. I feel like you looked at this as like you became very observant. And I feel like some of you even smiled at this behavior. You're just like, I would do something like that as well. I normally play this card. That's interesting. And because of that, you were able to see someone trying to string you along, trying to hold back, trying to gain the upper hand. And you're like, very interesting energy. All right. And I feel like with even their silence at times, like when their silence would come in, you didn't panic. There was no real panic, not because you actually wanted to play with them. It was just, you knew how much the connection was or is powerful. So you didn't really panic when they went quiet. You already knew that we had this mutual vibe. There's no need for me to go silent. Your silence doesn't really affect me, right? I already know what we are here to feel, right? Whether you want to be part of it or not, it's fine. But I already know the power behind it. I'm not questioning that, right? As far as your silence goes, of course, it could be a million different reasons why you're doing it. I can't, go into analyzing why you're doing it, but I understand that it doesn't affect me at all. I feel like that's how the collective started. This King of Pentacles is just letting me know that. Okay? And this person could have been someone that used excuses like, oh, I need to focus on my money. I need to focus on my status, my direction, things like that. And of course it was a distraction. Obviously, right? It was a distraction. It's like they tried to keep you waiting, and they would bury themselves in work or some sort of material validation to some degree just to override showing up the way that they're supposed to show up. And you admired their drive. You're like, oh, yeah, keep working, right? Keep working. But I do feel like there was a part of you that sort of, you sort of felt like they were not making this connection a priority, and I don't want to say you became afraid, because that's not what I'm getting. You just realized logically, this person's not making this connection a priority. I don't really feel like emotions was wrapped into this. It was just like, okay, on paper, this person's not making this a priority. Okay, so the quickest energy that came in here is, I don't know if I should give into this, right? I don't know if I should have a conversation with this person. I don't know what to do. And the 10 of Wands, it's like it became louder. It became like too much at some point. And for them, the connection also became emotionally too intense because they couldn't get you out of their mind. They couldn't get you out of their space. And they were carrying that energy, right? Like, oh man, like this person's not giving me the clarity or the chasing vibes that I'm used to. Like, where does this person stand? What is this person thinking? Okay. And you kept your feelings and your emotions to yourself. And maybe you explained yourself once or twice, but you definitely kept a lot of things to yourself. You could have at some point, spoke to them about it, but you felt like, wow, this is actually showing up as inconsistency. So again, you could have became a bit annoyed, but it was more like, why are you doing this to the connection? Not why are you doing this to me? I don't really feel like it was taken personal. Like, why are you doing this to the connection? Like, do you want me to just take it away? Not take it away, right? But just, do you want me to just completely remove myself? But I feel like for some of you, you didn't want to do that just because, again, you knew that this was something that was extremely powerful. So you're like, oh, I'll give it another week. I'll give it another month, right? Until I get to the point where I finally realize that this person doesn't respect my time or this connection, then I'm going to have to step into my strength, right? So it's like there's levels to this for some of you. And moving with the strength card here also, like that's where everything started to change. And I feel like this is where we are at this present moment. Where you're starting to notice like, oh my God, this person's holding back like crazy. That's what you started to notice. And they started to notice it too. Like, oh, wow, I'm holding back a lot, but I need to do this. Like, I need to regain, gain control here. And everybody's person is different. I just want to say this. This is a very controlling energy. This is I'm not showing you all of my emotions at this time. I'm not showing you my game plan. I'm not showing you my plan, okay? So really listen to your intuition at this time. Even if someone's coming in with like an energy of they're being nice and things like that, just really pay attention to your intuition, okay? But for this energy, what I'm feeling is someone holding back, but at the same time craving you. All right, craving this closeness with you as well, hoping it doesn't fade. I keep getting like a message, so take it how it resonates. For some of you, the person that was really inconsistent, out of nowhere, they became extremely emotional, and you're just like, what? That's interesting, right? So, but for this energy, I feel like this is someone here that, they're causing some sort of resistance, I should say. All right. And with you, your response to this, it's not really detachment. It's just, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to sit back and allow this person to show me what's really happening with their energy, what they really feel. You're more so like, okay, what is their action? What is their movement here with the 8 of Wands here? And 8 of Wands, when it comes to this person, it's like they're tempted. They're tempted to do more. They're tempted to message. They're tempted to, write, delete, run, say. They're tempted to move. So you'll see some sort of movement for sure. Why? Their energy's pacing in a very, very intense way also. Yeah, their energy's definitely pacing. So this is like unspoken, truth, unspoken communication to some degree. It's like you guys are talking to each other through, telepathic messages to some degree. And you'll feel their pull before it even arrives. Like, it's like one of those, like, oh my God, I could feel this person so heavily today. And then boom, like this person finally arrives here. So you wake up thinking about them, and then they randomly, check your page, post something, or contact you here. So I will say this: the energy, the urge, the message, it's loading. Okay, it's not even a if type of thing. It's more of a when type of vibe here. The 6 of Pentacles. They know that they know that they've given you crumbs. They know that. And this is a little interesting to me, because whenever someone's popping up in a reading and saying, like, I know I gave you crumbs, it's also followed by, now I wonder if you'll accept, if you'll accept more or less when I return. Or will you even accept me at all here? And I feel like you may mirror their effort. I don't feel like you'll lead, right? I don't feel like you're leading in that position at all. I feel like you could be in a place where it's like, all right, I'll be the receiver at this time, and I just want to see your capacity of giving and if it's going to work for this connection. Honestly, some of us, we may be connecting with people that are not able to give much because of what may be going on in their life. And because of that, of course, a decision also has to be made here also. But I feel like this is more about fairness more than anything. It's about fairness, and it's also about emotional accountability here also. Now, this moon was very interesting when it came out. Also, for those that are, being pulled towards getting a personal reading, wanting to question or ask spirit questions, we do offer personal readings. We do have a code, Healing 25. I'll put that in the comment section also. So the moon energy, late night thoughts. Okay, I don't know if this person's someone that used to sleep on the phone with you or talk to you a lot, but old messages, going through old messages, staring at photos here, zooming in on photos. And I feel like this is going to be a small trigger for you, because your intuition will start really screaming at this time. You'll start to feel this person's inner turmoil. You'll start to feel the weight. Oh God, you'll feel it in a very, very heavy way here. And it's like the truth is like swimming beneath our silence. It's swimming beneath the things that we haven't really talked about. So there's a lot of emotions under here. There's a lot of things that I haven't said to you yet here moving into the future. So even in this current energy, for some of you, you'll be so surprised of the intensity that at some point shows up here, that you'll feel towards or coming from your person as well. All right, you'll start to feel a lot of emotions. And, with the Knight of Cups here, one of the truth, or one of the things that someone here is noticing, is you are and you were my emotional high. Like, you made me feel really, really good. That's another thing they'll start to notice with that moon energy as well. Like, I didn't realize this until silence got too quiet. When silence became too intense, that's when I'm starting to notice what you made me feel, but it took some time for me to actually feel this. Okay? Again, remember, the two of you are, like, I feel like this person isn't really able to treat you a certain way. They just can't do it. Not here. It's not possible here. It's not at all. Okay, and you'll know if this is your reading, because you're not really get triggered like that. I mean, you used to, maybe in the past, but for some reason you see this person differently. It's like the connection is so intense that I don't really get anxiety here. Like, I'm not stressing about this. Yeah, of course, at times when I do feel a little bit of your energy, I do wonder if that's mine or is that yours. Yeah, sure. That sort of keeps me up a little bit. But instead of, yeah, no, this is different. This is a whole different vibe. This is a whole different reading here. This is for someone that games and ego, push and pull doesn't really work on them. And it's so interesting because I feel like someone's watching and they're like, yeah, I never knew I could actually like face someone like this. Normally in the past, like I would, really try to figure this person out, ask questions and text and call them. But I respect this energy so much, meaning like I respect the true love that we have here where I don't really have to do much. It's up to this person to figure out what we have here, and they will. And that's where the strength comes in as well. You know what they will ultimately have to face, whether it's, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you know that this person will face the truth. And that's enough confirmation for you. That actually helps you sleep at night. Like, okay, like I already know who I am. What are you doing? What are you doing? Right. Okay. And the Empress energy also, again, that says everything. That says everything that we need to know also. They feel you rising. They feel you in a place of peace. They feel like you're in your glowing era. They just feel like you're unbothered. It's not really more of a arrogant unbothered. It's just like, what do you want me to do? I feel like that's what you may be saying to this person. Like, what do you want me to do when you're choosing not to show up in a mature way when love is literally sitting on the table, ready to be served? Like, I can't force you to eat, right? I can't run to your house, pull you out of your room, throw you in the car and force you to eat, right? I'm not doing that. You won't enjoy the food. You won't enjoy the meal. And you're just like, all right, well. And I feel like that's the vibe this person's going to eventually pick up on. Like, wow, this person understands. I need to figure it out as well. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting with this reading here. So you're done shrinking, like things like that. Like you're not even there. I just don't feel like you're there. Some of you could be traveling. Some of you have decided to start a new business. Some of you are just, going about life. I mean, you're really having a good time. You're enjoying yourself. But this is all coming from a place of just knowing that this person's not able to erase you from their nervous system. Like, you just can't. If I know that I connected with someone and there was a mutual bond and they didn't know what to do with it, of course, in the beginning, of course, it would be a little confusing, but then it's just like, all right, like, what do you want me to tell you? And I feel like that's what's going on here. So if this person definitely tried to come in with this, I'm the leader, I'm controlling, I'm not taking you seriously, I'm delaying, I'm stalling. When they finally look in the mirror and they realize this is how they're going about something so real, that's going to hurt. It's going to be like really shocking. Why? Whoever this Empress here is saying like, good luck with actually finding this feeling again. I know I'll find it, right? Because I live in it. I'm open to it. I have no problem indulging in it. But you don't understand how precious this feeling is. And you're playing with it. I can't play with you type of vibe. Okay, so, that's basically what's going on here. So this person definitely tried to detach, but their soul is already signed to this contract. And I feel like, I don't know, I just get this vibe of like someone sitting in a car, windows down on a beautiful day, nice breeze, and you're just like, whoo, I feel good. I feel amazing. It's just very carefree type energy. just because you know what you represent, and maybe you're more mature than this person. Okay? That's the message for today. I love you. Have a beautiful one.
So before I sleep, I write. And I don't write because I have to. I do it because I deserve to move through life with clarity and also power. So this is where I pour my emotions, I reset my energy, and I decide who I'm becoming with each page. And there's 77 pages with self-care, financial goals, soul desires. It's all inside. I made this journal for those who want to manifest from their heart. So yours is waiting below. Enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of this journal.